Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Redcat Live. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. A really fun April Fool's Day yesterday. And listen, we're known for always playing into the April Fool's debauchery, but we just kind of felt like this time we're just gonna take a seat back and see what the entire world does with April Fool's. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, it was hilarious. I was enjoying April Fool's jokes from different manufacturers in the auto industry, the aftermarket. It was a good time all in all. But listen, if you are here right now, I appreciate you guys joining us for another episode of Redcat Live. If this is your first time on the show, obviously this show is kind of one show that we have once a week. We talk about anything new that's related to Redcat, and sometimes just a hangout session, talk about RCs, answer some questions about maybe inventory or things that I might be able to help with, as well as showcase some parts and vehicles that we drop as they come. We have a long list of things that we want to get to later in the year that we're not ready to share with you guys just yet, but the consistency of being able to come here every week, hang out with you guys, and just give you guys at least something to do when you need material or a reason to kind of step away from work and hide in the bathroom for a little bit and just, just scroll, I'm your guy for that. I'm here for that. Let's have a good time with it. So let's say what's up to some of the folks that are already in the chat. Appreciate you. We already got Mr. Cool Cats Vasquez. What's going on with you, man? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Of course, we got Edward Hargis out of Dunlap, Tennessee. Always good having you on the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Cool Cat says he hasn't been here for a minute. Man, you haven't really missed much in the last, I want to say, month or two. It's been kind of dormant as we are eagerly working on a lot of projects at the same time. So there hasn't been a ton of new information to share with you guys. We have a couple how-to tech tips that we want to bring out to you guys in the near future as well. We did recently just drop on our YouTube channel a how-to video to reset your endpoints if you accidentally reset your LR6X radio on your Monty or your 64 or your 65 or your 59. If you have a Lowrider radio and you accidentally reset it, which is not really accidental because it literally asks you to confirm if you want to reset it. So if you unpurposely reset your radio, we now have a video that at least will help guide you in the right direction to help get that set up. So if you want links to that, please go to our YouTube channel, check it out under RCU, and we'll have that up and going as well. If my moderator's on, he might also share the link to the video as well. In fact, while I have you guys on here, I will see if I can get that in the comments as well. Aside from that, I hope everyone had a good week, enjoying themselves. If you were able to indulge, if you went to a show and had a good time with it, or if you were visited friends, family, enjoying the RC hobby as a whole, please, drop it. Let me know. Always eager to see what everyone did in the weekend when it comes involving RC vehicles. Let's see here. Let me get that video for you guys. Here we go. Copy. All right. I'm going to drop it in the comments as well, guys, so you guys can have it. There you go. All right. So let's see what's up with some of the folks that are on here. So sorry. We got RC Patina Guy. What's going on with you, man? Hey, I'm really loving that all black on black fleet you got going on there. I saw you do a Riviera, I think a 64, if I'm not mistaken. Monty, black on black with black wheels. A 59 as well, if I'm not mistaken, Eric. So love the work. I just love the whole monochrome. Let's just black everything out. It's awesome. So man, keep up that great work. Love the content. We got Francisco Garcia out of the 209 represent. Thank you so much, Francisco, for hanging out with us. Always good having you on the show. We got Chris Stanley back at it again out of the 209 with Stockton in the house. Appreciate you so much, Chris, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. We got Dean Hayakamoto. Oh, I hope I didn't mess that up. And I always say that, but it's not an easy name like my last name. It's Ramaray. The Z is silent. It's French. Aloha to you. Canon Music, what's going on with you, man? Out of Nowhere, Michigan. I didn't know there was a Nowhere anywhere. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out with us. We got Jay Macias. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you so much. We got Ease RC here as well. We got Andrew Daniels. What's going on from Indiana, man? It's always good having you, brother. Appreciate you. Man, mahalo, Dean. Mahalo. Appreciate you, man. Say what's up to everyone out there for me. Big hug, man. Much love to everyone on the islands out there. RC Granny, what? Got RC Granny in the house? What's up with you, man? Appreciate you. Cool cats. Yes, we should. 50A, we should come out with every year, I feel like. That would be sick, right? There was a time where I jokingly would tell work, like, hey, you know what would be really cool, boss? If like every year we dropped a car, just like, you know, every year for a certain amount of era in the RC world or in the real world, they dropped a new vehicle, right? You had the 58 and the 59 and the 60, the 61, 62. And so like we would just do that one a year. And he looked at me and laughed. He's like, haha. I want to drop more than just one a year. I was like, what? That'd be cool. But I agree with you, cool cats. Thank you so much for the comment, brother. Pierre Stern out of Germany, man. Appreciate you again, man. Always good having you. I'm telling you right now, you are the front runner for MVP of the year. We're 4 months in, and you have not missed a single episode. So I'm literally taking notes. It's on, where is it? So I'm keeping tabs. Every time Pierre Stern's on, I just add one more mark to the list. So keep at it, brother. Appreciate you so much. We got Frank Martinez. What's up, Frank? How are you, brother? We got Keith Tomlinson. How are you? From Lafayette, Indiana. Appreciate that. Oh, we got Mr. Louis Alcala himself, Torch Customs in the house, representing Holding It Down. Let's see. SC17 channel, or SC17? Yep. Okay. He says, bro, when you're gonna get wheels and Ackerman link for the Valkyrie MT? Don't know, but great question. Let me put that down so I can bring that up on my notes that I bring back with you guys. Wheels, Ackerman link. And that'll be for the Valkyrie MT. ETA. Awesome. Thank you so much for that, SC17. I will try and get you guys an answer on that as we get forward. RC Lowrider Connect in the house, representing DA. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, brother. And then Louis says, accidentally left, or I think accidentally was misspelled, but it's okay. Maybe that's why you're laughing. Oh, man. Marco Salinas, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us, representing the 956, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you, man. Louis says, I've seen and heard that many times. I don't know what you've seen or heard many times, but the radio, I'm assuming, because I'm a little behind. Sorry, Louis. Sorry, bro. My bad. I see it. I'm catching up now. I'm a little slow today. My bad. It's one of those days. Michelangelo Barajas. He's listening while driving. If you're in traffic, I want you to turn it all the way up, and I want you to roll your window down. And when you do, I'm going to scream as loud as I can. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Love. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate you so much. Any new builds? No new builds. I'm working on a new build right now for my RDS, my drift car. Personally, I'm not working on anything else at the moment. I have about, this is going to sound really bad. I have about 7 builds that I'm working on that I've started, and I've just been unmotivated to work on the last year and a half. Just life, happens. And then obviously work keeps me busy, but I really want to get back to just building again, and my building is a lot of crawler stuff, a lot of drift bodies and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm eager to kind of get my hands back in the mix and start building again and get back to what really kind of de-stresses me. And that's my question to you guys. So the hobby for me has always been therapeutic. Are you the kind of person that enjoys a hobby just to have fun and puts it away on the weekend? Or are you the diehard that just kind of like can't go a day without playing in the hobby, or is it just simply therapeutic for you? Or are you a mixture of any of those? Let me know in the comments. I always love to hear what everyone's going through on that. El Hermano says, Redcat, would you ever do a black and chrome 64 convertible? We did the Gold Digger, right? And that was a limited run type of situation. Because we did use black, I don't know if we would redo black again, but I love when a lot of you members are in there asking these questions and being communicative, because you never know. The powers that be are watching. They might go, you know what? Let's write that one down. You never know. So, El Hermano, I'm a firm believer that closed mouths don't get fed. Obviously, I was big for a reason, because I loved getting fed. So there's that. So absolutely, man, I appreciate that. You never know. I love getting that feedback from you guys. So thank you so very much. Neil Vela, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Much love to you as well, man. Hopefully you had a good, blessed week and a great weekend ahead. Hey, it's spring, guys, right? So it means for a lot of you guys, it's time to get out and about. Although, like, if you're in North Phoenix right now, they got snow the beginning of April. Vegas got some snow, from what I understand, earlier this morning as well. So, I mean, like, it's kind of everywhere right now, right? Spring isn't springing everywhere, but if it is in your neck of the woods, what's going on? What's happening? What you guys trying to get into? Let's see. White Knight, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Navy, did the mini truck come out yet? No, not yet. We don't expect to see that till sometime later this year. Still in the works. I believe right now we're working on paint as we speak. We're actually really high detail with information with the founders that are in the group. And we have a weekly show with them where we give them updates literally week by week as to what we're doing. And anytime we have a failure of some kind, or, something that's taking longer, or a problem that we find that we want to fix, we actually show them specifically what we're working on. And really kind of get involved with that avenue. Ideally, we wanted the vehicle to drop sometime in June. We found some issues with warping of the plastic in some locations that we didn't like out of the mold. So a little bit, it's kind of slowly kind of getting pushed back a little bit. Not big jumps that we're expecting to see or hoping we wouldn't see, but we are seeing slight little delays here and there as we go. I will say this, the truck is coming out really, really scale. It's coming out really fun to play with and look at. And I know within the group right now, we are dissecting paint colors and going into sampling and that kind of stuff. I could get into more detail in that, but usually we keep a lot of that proprietary information within that group to those that paid for that behind the scenes experience. And they've been really vocal, and it's really kind of an engaging environment with the members in the group. They give us feedback, and in fact, there's even things that they've noticed about the truck that someone pointed out that we were like, oh, you know what, good call. And we had to make some adjustments as we go on. So it's been a very awesome experience. I hope, for where I stand, it's an awesome experience, and I hope that it's equally as an awesome experience for those that are in the group. Obviously, no one wants to wait long. We're all anxiously waiting for this thing to be wrapped up and finished up so that we can get it out to everyone. But the end game is making sure that we give everyone a worthy product at the end of the day. And if we have to delay a little bit here and there to get to that point, to make sure it's exactly the way our founders group wants it and deserves to have it, then we're okay doing that at the same time, which is why we haven't been pushing it a lot on social media. We haven't been sharing posts about it in the public eye, because of those little delays and the things that we're working on. We're keeping all that information within that group to keep everyone entertained and engaged, and not, floodgate. But we will be, as we get closer, opening the floodgates to let everyone know, hey, this is the last call. If you guys want a Founders Edition, you guys can get into that realm and get a Founders Edition. And if not, then the Standard Edition will be available X amount of time after that. So if you want more information or that interests you, you're more than welcome to put your deposit down, jump into the group, enjoy the conversations happening and so on. And if at some point before we actually close the orders, you're like, you know what, this is just not for me, I'd rather just wait for the Standard Edition to come out, then you can always request a refund. We'll let you out of the group, and no harm, no foul. But at this moment, the group is pretty vocal. They're engaging, and it's really fun to have a weekly show with them and have an engineer, Jacob, who unfortunately is not here today, answer everyone's questions as we go along as well. Ease RC, hey man, question. Has Redcat ever thought about doing a grand hauler tractor? No, not that I've been made aware of, but I like the way you're thinking. I like that. You just never know. I would love to see even like a Peterbilt style, like something that magnitude, that would be really sick with a huge trailer in the back, like an enclosed trailer or something big enough that you can drive a vehicle in and like maybe have windows on the side. Now I'm overthinking, but I'm just thinking like what you guys would do with it and enjoy it, right? Mark, what's going on from 405? Appreciate you so very much. Brandon Allen, what's up with you, brother? Appreciate you. Demolisher, appreciate you, man. New Hampshire in the house. We got Leon White representing Peru, Indiana. Was it Peru? Peru, Indiana. All right. Appreciate you, man. Straight Caliber, man. Appreciate you as well. Thank you. Thank you. Brennan, what's going on with you, man? Out of Indiana. Thank you for hanging out with us. We got Skunks Customs in the house representing, always holding it down for the Block Boys crew. So big shout out to everyone involved. Thank you so much for that. Charles Fernandez, he says, what's good from East Los? And he's waiting on that nuclear sub. I'm telling you right now, I'm still standing 10 toes on the paint. Every day I come into work and I go into engineering and I'm just like, I want a nuclear powered submarine. And I wanted to have a hot sauce, taco sauce dispenser. I don't think that's too much to ask, but I guess it is. I don't know. We'll see if it ever happens. Let's see. Ken, music, what's going on with you, man? Oh, okay. Just meant the country, Michigan. I see. Okay, brother. I appreciate you. Demolisher, man. We appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. We try to be as much as we can to be, the best bang for your buck when it comes to fun factor with RCs. If we can, make that happen and still, turn a profit enough to keep the doors open. I mean, we're not going hand over fist, but we are at least able to do what we do and expand as much as we can. We know that there's a lot of other manufacturers out there that are selling price points a lot higher, and so on. And some of them are really worth the price, depending on what they come with when it comes to certain parts that are involved, like aluminum and, metal parts and such. So we definitely try to offer everyone the best that we can. Let me see. See, Chris Stanley knows. See, Chris is in the group, so he knows what's up. He knows about the mini truck. He actually, Chris, I got you on my list too. You did miss attendance because I called attendance roll a few weeks ago and you weren't there. So Chris Stanley missed. But if you give me a note that you were sick or something, then I can give you an excuse. You're allowed 3 excuses per year, just saying. Or semester, I should say. I like that idea, man. 68 Impala Fastback. I see you, man. Appreciate that. And that's Painter. Is it Painter Nick? 850. Thank you for that, man. Roadside RC's in the house. What's up, Roadside? Appreciate you, man, Troy. We got Noel Leon representing the 325 Texas in the house, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you. We got Rich from 772 Florida. Just got his hauler in today, and holy crap, it's huge. It's a big girl. And that rig has curves to it with the fenders and everything. So there was some pictures that were shared with me. I was not able to get them up in time, but if you guys go and check out Robert Campbell, Skunks Hobbies, he actually just released some really cool pictures of his hauler, and he gave that bad boy extra curves. And I mean, it's like, I like big, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. It is sweet. Paint work is awesome. Fenders look good. It's just a great looking rig. He did an amazing job on that hauler, and I believe it was a collaborative effort between him and a couple other folks, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. But yeah, it's a big rig for sure. So hopefully you get to enjoy it, Rich. Make the best of it, brother. Chris, I haven't missed one. Even watched when we were in the hospital. You did. But you were late. Okay, maybe you weren't absent. Maybe you were late. So let me check my notes. Was he tardy? I'm just kidding. Chris, man, I appreciate you though. Really, I do, bro. Thank you so much for hanging out. Roadside RC, time for spring sale. You never know. Normally we do have one right around this time of the year. I have not been told to prep for one yet, but I mean, that can all change in the next couple of days. So you just never know. Hopefully there is. It'd be awesome to see something happen. I know that a lot of folks love the sales when they're happening and enjoy them and able to buy something that maybe they had their eyes on, but just wasn't attainable before. But maybe that $30, $40, $50, whatever discount it is just enough to be like, I can do it. Trust me, I hobby on a budget. No matter what the hobby is, I hobby on a budget, and I try to stretch every dollar I can, even when it comes to my Forerunner and going off-roading. I want to get the best stuff, but sometimes I can't afford the best stuff. So I got to get the best bang for my buck that isn't going to leave me stranded. So I totally can understand that realm. Let's see. Corey, you as well with the Ackerman link and the wheels for the MT. So I appreciate that. I got it on my notes. I will definitely check in with the powers that be on that to help hopefully get you guys an answer. D'Angelo, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. So what car shows are going on around 4th of July? I'm in the 209. We'll go over the events that I have on my list. I don't know which ones are near the 209 at the moment, but we'll go over them here shortly. Brennan says he needs a 69 Impala. I see that for sure. Madrigal Customs Turntables. What's going on, brother, man? Appreciate you so much. Yes, sir. Happy Autism World Awareness Month. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I myself have 2 sons who are on the spectrum. It's a cause and that is very near and dear to my heart. So absolutely, I feel that it's very important on any realm to talk about it. Running an organization that worked with special needs children and raising funds to pay for tuitions for children that were recently diagnosed with autism. It's something that is really near and dear to me. So I wholeheartedly believe that, like anything else that we're going through in life, the more we can make it normal to talk about something like that, the less taboo people feel in the presence of what's going on, right? And a lot of the times when you're dealing with parents that have a child that's on the spectrum, in hindsight, if you don't know any better, it looks like a kid that's just having a tantrum and is being misbehaved. But in a lot of cases, if you were to really understand, it's a behavioral thing, it's a sensory thing, it's neurodivergency at its finest, and showing empathy, understanding goes a long way, especially for the parents, as well as the child at hand. So thank you so much for bringing that up, Mother God. It means the world to me. And this is something that I strive and live with 24/7. Although inside the community, there's some folks that don't like the use of the puzzle piece to be used any longer as a reflective symbol of autism. My son, who is now 18 and was diagnosed at 18 months, he's like, I don't care. I don't care if you use puzzle pieces. I'm me. There's no symbol that's going to identify me. And if that's how I'm identified as being a puzzle piece, being that, you can be different, but not less. And every piece to a puzzle, then I believe it. So yeah, I got my puzzle piece tattoo here. I got another one on my leg. I got another one on my back. So yeah, 100%, man. Light it up blue, do whatever you got to do, and support any family that you see. Understanding goes a long way. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sorry, rant over. Francisco, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Nelson B, what's up with you, man? Appreciate you as well. Edward, Sierra. So actually, you know what? I actually did bring that up. I don't have an update on the 65. I know the 63 kits, the accessory kits, we do have them on order. In fact, Vigilantes, from what I understand, is on order as well, potentially arriving sometime mid-May. 64s are going to be arriving sometime early next week. They should be back in stock. 63 accessory kits are on order. I don't have an ETA yet, but they are on order. Chrome LRH 285 show builders kits are on order. Don't have an ETA just yet. I will get one as soon as I get more information. Monty's just sold out on the website, and I know an order has been made. I'm just waiting for an ETA to share with you guys on that as well. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. Appreciate you. Much love all the way to Canada. That's what's up. Easier. So yes, and don't type while you drive. Exactly. Jacob Becker says, just enjoying taco with meat, cheese, and some taco. You killed it with the Taco Bell sauce. Dang. And well, I mean, at least you're eating a taco, so I'll give you that. I appreciate that. Uh, Marshall Sanchez, what's going on with you, man? Representing Job Zone in the house. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with us. Al Irway, what Redcat are you talking about? Like which car specifically? And just so you know, you can always reach out to our support team. They're available from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Right now is the same as Pacific because we're on the same time zone. And you can always reach out to them, call them directly, and you can actually talk live to someone. And they can kind of help walk you through those steps and try to find out if it's an issue that needs to be addressed and so on. Also, depending on when you bought it, it might still be covered under warranty. So always worth a call. You never know. I love that. Louis says the RC life in general is therapeutic to him for sure. So that's something that he takes from that, and I love hearing that. I'm a firm believer it's therapy at its best, at its finest. I have a real tough time sitting still, which is why I am always on the move. I have my separate business that I do photography. So I'm always busy on the weekends. I do portraits, car photography, RC photography. I do all the photography here. And that's my side hustle. And working on RCs is kind of my one way to check out. So when I do have time and I have idle hands, I have to be wrenching on something. I just cannot not do something. So it's super therapeutic for me as well. White Knight says he has at least one RC truck with me at all times. That's exactly same thing. I always keep a crawler with me in the backseat of my truck, and usually I have it in here, and then I take it back out. And sometimes it's working here. I also play with the micros, and I need a break. I'll take my drift car and I'll go into the warehouse and go drifting a little bit. Whatever I need to just kind of de-stress. It goes a long way. Brennan says, I can't go half day without my lowriders. That's what's up. Yes. I appreciate that. I love hearing that. DNA Record says, I'm working on my lowrider every day. That's what's up, man. I love that, D'Angelo. Appreciate that. EaseRC says, to me, I'm a working kind of guy. I don't play with my builds as much because I always have things on the bench, and working on them relaxes me. 100%. I enjoy building more than I enjoy playing with them too, but I really enjoy building more than anything. And a lot of people can relate to that because I think it's a true expression to be able to be creative mentally with what you want to do and really make it your own, right? I mean, like anything. You're painting a body, you're customizing one of our lowriders. You want to do it up your way with your color combination, chrome, gold, paint, engraving stickers, customizing Torch custom stickers on your radio. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things out there now that weren't there when this RC lowrider section of the hobby first started. Just like at one point when the crawler scene started, we didn't have a lot of options. We had to make our own axles. When I started crawling, we had to buy 2 different vehicles parts to make axles for our crawlers. And like, it was not the easiest, funnest thing. I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't like the simplest thing to do at times. And you did what you had to do. And then you had other manufacturers finally making crawlers or repurposing other axles from other vehicles to make it happen. I mean, it was a thing. I remember having an XCX10 and then chopping my axles and doing the XR mod, which was parts from a Wraith and parts from the XR, so that I can have more turning radius. Like all of these things are now, new axles have way more turning radius, better Ackerman angles, and so on. We had such a struggle when I first started in this hobby where everything had to be made in-house to perform. And nowadays a lot of folks coming into the hobby, like they really are spoiled in a way, and spoiled sounds messed up. They really have an advantage compared to where we came from, where we had to do everything from the beginning. Louis is in here. He would agree. He was here at the beginning when the RC lowrider scene started, when they had no parts available. So your creativity was whatever you can come up with and drum up to make something happen. Now we have parts being offered by so many people, different manufacturers. A lot of these people are independent, business owners that saw an opportunity to make something of quality to offer to the community. And I love that. That's what it should be about, right? Everyone gets fed. Everyone's doing something fun and creative and pushing the envelope to make some cool stuff happen. Ruben, I have not heard about a 62 at this time. We did have a 62 at one point, and it was a one-piece body, and it didn't sell very well because people came to the realm of wanting a lot better made body with high detail, like the 63, the 64, the 65, with chrome, plastic injected molded parts and stuff like that. So yeah, you never know, in the future we might revisit it back again. Right now we want to finish what's on our bench, and I know it's going to be a fun couple products that you guys are going to love. So as soon as those come to fruition, where we can kind of bring those out, you never know, that might be something that we might work on eventually again, and do it justice with giving it the chrome bits that it deserves. But that I know of right now, no, it's not on the bench. Stardust Kit, what's going on with you? Ali, appreciate you, buddy. Make sure you guys are doing your chores, please. Make sure you're helping Grandpa, too. Mr. Danny, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Okay, we're 80 degrees there today. Dude, we had rain out here today, so I don't know. It's been kind of like bipolar weather out here. Okay, we got rain in Quartzsite. I see you, bro. I drive through Quartzsite all the time, too. No way. Monica Salinas, get it, bro. He says, I carry a Dayton in my pocket at all times. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to carry like a Dayton, or I'm going to carry, a Jeffries True 13. I'm going to be like, remember back in the day? Well, not back in the day, but if you served, you know this. Your challenge coin. I'm going to start challenging people like, oh, you true lowrider? You RC lowrider? Sup? Eddie, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Chris is going to be getting down on some yard work, and dude, you guys got some water out there, so I'm sure you have a lot of yard work to get to. So I appreciate that. SC17 says in the Midwest we call it tornado season, not spring. Dude, do you guys get a lot of the like storm chasers? Do you ever catch any of that stuff happening out there, bro? Like, I lightweight am not the kind of person that would jump out of a perfectly running plane, but I might chase a storm. Close enough to see it, but not close enough to experience it. Let me rephrase that. Ruben says, will you be having any build classes? Ruben, what kind of build classes would you like to see? I would love to hear your feedback on what you would want to take a look at, and if I can make it happen 100%. Brennan, yeah, it's been a storm day for sure. Jesus Martinez, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, you guys had a really good show out in Orange County this last weekend, man. If you can, share with me some photos if you have them, and I'll be happy to show them up on next week's episode. Love. You want to know what size it is? It's a 10 scale, but I can't give you much more information than that. Everything else is going to be proprietary in the group. Scott M., it rained and snowed and sleeted and hailed in Michigan. See, I'm telling you, man, it's wild. The weather's crazy out there right now. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down a little tiny bit, guys. Okay, it says my Tactic ESC won't connect to my shredder motor. Tactic. I don't think we have Tactic. But what I would do, TX13 or TX3_V, reach out to our team, our support team. They might be able to look up some information for you on that. AK All Day, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Let's see here. Nelson B says, Robert, I'm going to go broke with buying so much from your shop. Dude, Skunks Hobbies, they keep it stocked up, man. They got a lot of great stuff out there, so absolutely check it out. Let's see. Chris Stanley, any word on the show chassis, gold, chrome, or for Monte Carlo? No, I haven't heard anything more on that, but it has been a few weeks, so I'm going to inquire about that again. All right. Let's see here. Yes, Pearson, that white hauler was what I was talking about. 100%. Yes. Sergio, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you hanging out, bro. Jesse, put that necklace in your notes. Bro, I'm telling you, as soon as you buy me one, bro, if I buy one, it's not even gonna be real gold. I can't, I don't got it like you do, bro. Shoot, the ones I have, like, or like, they might leave a green mark. Kenneth Welty says, maybe a different cab for the hauler, like a Dodge COE or Ford. Good call. Absolutely, man. Good thinking outside the box. I love that. Again, I love seeing these kinds of comments, guys, because you never know. You never know. I always like that. What we do here, the powers that be can spark an idea, and sometimes they run with it. So, I'm a firm believer that as a community, we can always do better if we take the time to really listen to the people that are buying our products and are engaging with us. So you just never know. I appreciate that. Smokey RC, what's going on, fam? Appreciate you so much. We got Romeo. What's going on, Romeo? What's up, homie? All right. Brandon Eckwright says, hey, Oscar, I got a question for you. My marksman keeps stripping out gears in the transfer case. You had any issues with yours doing that? No, I have not had any issues with mine stripping gears. And I mean, I abused the crap out of my marksman. This was the first run that we had on it. And I've had her for some time, and I haven't had any problems with it, thankfully, with the gears. But this is my marksman. When it comes to the transfer case gears, really haven't had any issues there. But what I would do, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe, I could be wrong, I would call support and ask the guys to check into it. But if it shares the gears out of the Gen 8 or the Gen 9, I believe someone offers metal gears for those, and that might be an upgrade that would do you justice to avoid stripping them if for some reason it's just giving out. But as you can tell, this thing's had its wear and tear on it, and it's held up. I haven't had any problems with it in that case, but it's a fun truck. I enjoy it. The Marksman for the buck. It's a fun little truck and fun big truck at an 8 scale. I don't know. My kid, every time we go out to like Pearl Line by the Fire, this is his go-to rig that he likes to beat up on, and he is not kind to any RC. So if it takes the abuse of he was 10 when he started playing with it, he's 13 now, then yeah, I'm sure that there might be something that needs to be taken care of there. But yeah, reach out to our support team. They'll be happy to answer that question and maybe give you some information on that. Let's see. Skunk says he's back in the lab. He says he's got a new hauler and monster truck in the works. So I can't wait to see what you end up coming out with, bro. RC Bettina guy, agreed, man. They definitely would be cool. I hosted 9 years of events for autism awareness using crawlers. I would love to do some of the lowriders. In fact, again, I've mentioned him a few times, but Louis Alcala helped me out with one build 1 year, and we raffled off a custom painted that he painted 64 body on LRH 285 chassis that I had done. And someone has it, I think right now, Clay Keats, Mr. King of the Streets in 2022. He ended up having that vehicle. He has it right now. He actually just offered it to see if I wanted to purchase it, take it off his hands. And I don't have the funds to do that. I really want it, but I just can't swing it. I love it, Scott. I appreciate it, man. That's what's up, bro. Mike Hutch, from what I'm told, we have some on order. I have not gotten word on when we're going to be getting them in. And Leon White, you as well, same question. So I see you guys. Yes, it's something that when you guys asked, I want to say like a month and a half ago, I immediately went to the powers that be and I was like, hey, and they're like, hey, no, we actually have some on order. I was like, oh, cool. So, yeah, I just don't have an update on that yet. We have containers that we're waiting on to arrive. As mentioned, we have one coming in sometime end of the week or beginning of next week with 64s. There might be some other stuff in there as well. So I just don't know what's inside of it. I haven't been told yet. I'm hoping that more stuff is arriving and trickling in as we get closer and closer to getting the website fully stocked up. Marshall knows what's up. Dude, you have to, bro. See that? Taco. And then listen. Not just that, but because I care, you got to have a taco Care Bear. I get that, Scott. Personally, I don't want to wreck mine either, 100%. EaseRC says he likes to build his own chassis and use parts from everything, Redcat to me and all kinds of parts, and just make his own. Exactly. And that's kind of what personally made the crawling scene what it is for me, was you just mixed everything up that you had available and you just find what worked best for you, and I love that. You had to think outside the box and kind of become your little mini engineer, even though we weren't engineers at all, But yeah, I love that idea. I love that thought. I think that's a great way of carrying on, Phoenix RC Crow says, that's why I do 2 bodies, one for shelf and one for the rocks to eat. 100%. Yep, I like that too. Red Wolf, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. I'm going to scroll down a little tiny bit here. Marshall Sanchez says his 65 Impala's coming together. I say it will be done probably this summer. Okay, bro, I can't wait to see it. Is it going to be like a SEMA build type of a car? Or is that what we're talking about, Marshall? Are we going to be swinging for the fence that way? Or is it just like, for the shows that are going to be left for the rest of the year? There you go, man. Save up for that 63 and 65. I love that. Crow Below Customs. What's up, bro? It's been a minute since I've seen you on here, man. Thank you for hanging out. Phoenix Rusty Crawler, he's like, tornadoes are best chased on TV. One of the reasons I do lives, I don't do live anymore. Dude, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I'm saying a little, kind of pucker up moment, like, here comes a storm. Bro, you're 30 miles away. I'm still scared. Crow Below Custom says he's throwing some liquid mask on a new 63 body, getting ready to do some custom paint. I can't wait to see what you do with it, man. Chizzy says he's got a new RC Lowrider club starting here in town. Feeling excited about them. There you go. That's what's up, Jesse. Are chains mandatory? Just asking for a friend. Like, how does one join? Like, you got to be chained up. Is it like a sock check? But instead of a sock check, it's like chain check, fool. Blue Dooley says he wants some more Mopar. He wants to be like, guys, can you guys stop doing GM? I want Mopar. I hear you, bro. Jose, not that I'm aware of at this time on the wheels, but great question. I appreciate that. Red Wolf, I see you. I agree with you. 48, 49 Fleetwood Chevy would be sick. Sick. I would jump on that for sure. Stay Well Dawson says, can we get a Dodge Ram crawler or like a 2018 Chevy crawler? Dude, I would love to see like I guess for like a newer style, it had to like be a smaller body, like a single cab Silverado with like stacks on it. It's got to have a rack on the back too. Yes. Rich, he says, I know there's LRH 285, but have you guys ever thought about doing a lowrider chassis roller where you add your own electronics, but it already has servos, wheels, just needs a body. So you're talking about more like a roller rather than a slider, right? Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times. It's come up in discussion. Because the LRH 285 chassis, before we offered it as the way you see it now as a chrome or gold setup without electronics, definitely just a slider. we had the LRH 285 chassis, which came with electronics, radio, wheels, tires, just no body, allowing you to give a body and paint it any way you want. The problem that we had with them is that those were just, the only reason we had them was because the bodies that came on them weren't painted correctly. And so we ended up with like thousands of these things, and it took forever to get rid of. The last 6 months that we had them, they sold out really fast. They became really popular. And by then we were already working on the show builders kit that is now offered. And we thought that would suffice folks. So we hear you, and there's ideas that we have with that realm. I just don't know if and when that could come to as a possibility, but I love the way you're thinking. I think the same way. And yes, the least that has been mentioned, but I haven't been told whether or not something can come of it. But I love that, Rich. Thank you so much for that comment. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down here. 2018 Chevy Silverado. I hear you. And he says, receiver would not power on. So it sounds like you might have a bad receiver. But again, reach out to our guys in support. They'll run through a diagnostic troubleshooting scenario with you to see if we can figure out what's going on with it, to isolate what exactly is the fault there. Miguel, what's going on? Am I going to Beat the Creek? I am not planning on going to Beat the Creek unless Genzace needs me to be there. Then you call me up, send my limo, pick me up. Let's go. I'll make it happen, Captain. Let's go. Let's see here. Brandon says you got the same wheels on yours. Yeah. I like these. David, what's going on, bro? How you doing, fool? Bro, I'm a little disappointed. I haven't gotten a message from you today. Normally I get 2 or 3 messages from you in the morning. I'm not really appreciating. I feel neglected, bro. Come on. Reach out to your boy. Do a homie check-in. All right. Okay, Ruben, so one of the classes you want to do is building lowriders and radio setup. So I'm going to share with you this link. Ruben, let me see if I can. Will it allow me to reply? Yes, I can reply. Ruben, here's this link of a video that we just dropped that'll help you get set up when it comes to your radio. We had a lot of folks that one of the calls that we get most that our support team gets is, hey, I accidentally reset my radio. And again, there's no accidentally resetting the radio. It literally asks you, are you sure you want to reset the factory settings? Problem is that when you reset the factory settings, everything when it comes to mixes, when it comes to endpoints, gets wiped out completely. So we made a quick video to help you hopefully at least get back to a baseline. We're working on a couple other videos that's going to highlight each model specifically to set up proper ride height and so on to get the most out of your endpoint settings. So we appreciate that. And Chris Stanley, you just said it, bro. 7 Deuce Cuddy for sure, man. That was my first car. That's the ride. That's the ride I want right there. What's funny is I had a 7 Deuce Cutlass. My boy had a 7 Deuce Caprice. And my other boy had a 72, I can't remember what it was, Impala, I think it was. It was a big boat, Impala. And so we had the 7 Deuce mob out in the Bay Area. You see us mobbing around East Oakland. I love that car up until I almost got jacked for it. That was kind of scary. But sometimes you just got to hit the throttle and go. Don't look back. No one was hurt, I swear. So, guys, let's talk about some events that might be happening in your neck of the woods, and then we'll wrap up and allow you guys to get back to your amazing evening and back to your wrenching if you're enjoying the hobby. So, first and foremost, let me get my notes back out here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Drafts. 73 Monty, Jacob. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I like that, too. All right, so let's talk about some events that are happening up right now, coming up really quick. First up on the list by date, we have the 4th annual RC Lowrider Car Show happening Saturday, April 5th. That's coming up in just a few days. This is going to be the Delegations RC hosting this event. Roll-in time is 8 a.m. for you to set up. Showtime starts probably at 10 a.m. and ends at 4. It is $10 per car to register. 5th car is free, but also know that each entry will get you 2 tickets into the raffle. Should be a good time, family-friendly event. Make sure you come on out. If you do come out, bring your smiles, good attitude, and a good vibe, and enjoy the show. Delegation RCs always holds it down with great good time, and it should be a good time for anyone that comes out and enjoys. If you want more information, you can always reach out to Martin Lara. He has all the ins and outs when it comes to that. Let me see if I have any more information on this. Give me 1 second. I want to say I thought I saw him send me a message, and for some reason I cannot find it. I don't see it. But I could have swore I saw something come through. Let me see here. So yeah, guys, check it out. It should be happening. It's going to go down Southgate Park in Los Angeles. Again, check it out. It should be an awesome time. Next up, what we have next is going to be the Best of Show Custom Car Show Tour. This event's going to happen next week, April 13th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to go down Merced County Fairgrounds. Roll-in time for you to set up your ride and your display is going to be 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you want more information about this event, please reach out to ChipDog RC on Instagram for more info. ChipDog did send me some information as well. Give me a second here. Let me pull up his info. Where are we at? Where is his info at? They're going to have a boulevard set up at the event. Here we go. Let's see. All right. They're going to have awards that are going to be sponsored by the homies. Prince Homie's going to be there doing some autographs from 1 to 3 p.m. Hop contest will be hosted by Chris Andrade of En Las Calles RC. So it should be a good time for everyone. Come on out. Again, bring a good attitude, good time. And yeah, let's make it happen. And hold on. Oh, wait a second. He did send me something yesterday morning, and it looks like this event might be postponed, guys. I do apologize. It looks like this event's postponed at the moment, and a new date will be coming soon. So anyone that wanted to go to this one in Merced, I do apologize. This event has been postponed, and I'll get some more fresh information as soon as it arrives. So please disregard that one. I do apologize. Next up, we're going to have, this one is still going on from what I understand, is going to be the Bajitos hosting the SenCal Showdown. The RC Car Show is going to be hosted by Nuestra Vida. This event's going to happen April 26th at Mooney Globe Park in Visalia, California. That's really Central California type of vibe. It's going to be $10 per car, RC car to enter. If you want to enter, you're going to have to pay for your car to be entered into the show. But you also have registration to get into the event. If you want registration information, the link is in the description of this video for you guys to check that out and enjoy. Next up, we have an event that's going to be happening a little bit later down the road, August 3rd. And that's going to be Valley Lowriders hosting their annual picnic, August 3rd at Harlon Block Park. This is a free-for-all event. So come on out. Again, good attitude, good vibe. Have a good time. It's 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is a multi-year show. They've hosted it over and over again, and they've had great success. I look forward to seeing what kind of content we get back from this event to share with you guys as well. So hopefully, if one of these is happening in your neck of the woods, we'll try and get you guys a bit of an update on that Best of Show one in the next coming days and weeks, and we'll hopefully get that up and squared away. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. And I got some questions that I'm going to try and get some answers for you guys. I took some notes. I'm going to study for my test next week because you guys are amazing drill instructors to make sure I have all the answers for you. So I appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you guys same week. Yeah, see you guys here next week, same time, same channel, same ugly face. We'll make it happen. All right, guys, stay blessed.